Alright, so let me tell you about the unusual way that I quit smoking cigarettes. First of all, I think most of our lives we live through a story. And the story starts with, I am, and then you fill in the blank from there. So when you're smoking cigarettes, it's I am a smoker. And then you enter the phase that many people call quitting smoking. And then at that point it's I am quitting smoking. The thing about that is, as long as you are quitting smoking, you're never going to stop smoking cigarettes. It's not until you get to the point that you decide, I am a non-smoker, which, by the way, as long as there's not a cigarette in your lips or in your fingers right now, you can decide that you'll be able to quit, that you'll be able to stop, that you'll be able to identify as a non-smoker. So the first thing you have to decide to change how you identify. Don't say, I am quitting smoking, because that's an impossible thing to ever finish. Say, I am a non-smoker, because as long as you're not holding a cigarette, you're a non-smoker. Now this doesn't eliminate cravings, but here's the thing about cravings. Have you ever gone to your fridge or your cupboards or cabinets looking for some snack or some other food item that you're craving, but you've not been able to put your finger exactly on what it was that you were craving? I've had those cravings a lot. They're kind of frustrating, they're really annoying, but they pass. And we know that they pass. They're not permanent. For some reason or another, we think a cigarette craving is a permanent thing. So once you've decided that you're a non-smoker, would a non-smoker crave a cigarette? Of course not. A non-smoker wouldn't crave a cigarette. So this is a little bit of a mental game you play with yourself, but you basically say, I'm a non-smoker, I wouldn't be craving a cigarette. So treat the craving as one of those unidentified food cravings, one of those cravings where, God, you need something, you just don't know what the hell it is. And know that while annoying, while frustrating, it will pass. So then it becomes a matter of staying on top of that mental game, identifying the craving as a unidentifiable craving, and controlling your hands. As long as you can control your hands, you can stop them from grabbing a cigarette. You can stop them from putting that cigarette in your mouth and lighting it. So the first thing is to identify as a non-smoker. The second thing is to play a little mental game and treat those cravings as an unidentifiable craving. And the third thing, and this I think is extremely important, don't count days. Don't think about the time since the last cigarette, because that's what a smoker would do in between cigarettes. That's not what a non-smoker would do. And it also keeps the idea of cigarettes alive in your conscious mind, where you don't want it. So once you're a non-smoker, it's no big deal. You're a non-smoker. Don't think about the last time. Don't count the days. There's no reason to celebrate anything. You're now a non-smoker, and that's how you identify, and that's how you remain. Is it easy? Sure. It's easy to identify as a non-smoker, and as long as you can play that little mental game with yourself, in a few weeks, those unidentifiable cravings disappear and become as random unidentifiable cravings. So that's what worked for me. It was a little bit of a mental game. It is a little outside of the box. But first, identify as a non-smoker. Second, play the mental game. Pretend the cravings are just unidentifiable cravings that, while annoying, while irritating, are only temporary and will pass. Third, forget about the fact that you were a smoker. Don't memorialize your last cigarette. Get that thought out of your conscious mind and go on to fill it up with healthy, fun activities. So that's what worked for me. I hope it helps you.